Hi guys, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Tincho. It's your boy MP Pair Sources coming at you guys for the first Tuesdays with Tincho of the new year. So with the new year means a new transfer market, meaning a lot of teams are looking to ship off unwanted players or bring in players that they think will give them that extra push to go to the second half of the season. Of course, no signing has been bigger than Coutinho signing so far this transfer market. The £142 million transfer for the Brazilian has made him the second most expensive transfer of all time, just behind some snake that we're not going to mention in the show. A lot of people are wondering just how Coutinho is going to fit into this already established Barca team. Just what role is Coutinho going to play in Barcelona? How many minutes is he going to get? And who will he be taking out of the starting lineup? So far this season, we've seen Barcelona play with a 4-4-2 while waiting for Dembélé to recover. So we've seen Paulinho, Rakitic, Iniesta, and Busquets all in the midfield, while Suarez and Messi play up top. Sometimes Messi likes to drop in a little bit to kind of make it a stacked. Sometimes we've seen Paulinho push up into the to play alongside Suarez sometimes. But for the most part, it's a 4-4-2 traditional with Suarez just a little bit more on the left and a little bit higher, and Messi more on the right. Now with Coutinho and Dembélé both joining the team around the same time, it's going to be interesting to see the transition between a 4-4-2 to what I believe would be a 4-2-3-1. What I like about that lineup is that our two holding mids would be physical and be able to recover the ball way more than Busquets would be able to if he was just playing by himself. The right, Coutinho on the left, Messi in the middle, and probably, as much as I hate to say it, Busquets and Paulinho as the holding mids, with the variation of maybe Rakitic in there. In that Busquets and Paulinho would be physical and be quick to recover that ball. It would also help in the pressure. The reason I love that 4-2-3-1 is because I think the line of three, which I don't even know if we should call them forwards or if we should call them midfielders, but that line of three is filled with creative players that are capable of taking it down the line when needed and also tend to shift inwards so that the outside backs can go in. For example, Coutinho likes to start off on the left, but he also tends to shift in a little bit more, meaning that Jordi Alba still has that left flank that he's dominated so far this season. The same thing goes with Messi and Sergio Roberto. I think that the fact that Coutinho and Suarez have played together and understand each other will also help a lot. We see that the striker is, gaining more and more confidence. He's bagging in those goals, and we're going to have three creative players that are more than capable of assisting or finishing themselves, all feeding the strike. Coutinho could also be that creative midfielder that Barca has been lacking in recent years. We've seen that they depend on Iniesta so much that when Iniesta's not playing his best or Iniesta's not on the field, they skip a step. The difference between the 4-3-3 that we saw last year with MSN and the 4-2-3-1 that we would potentially see this time is that extra Messi in the middle. Because with the 4-3-3, it was spread out, although Messi would shift a little bit more to the middle. But now we have two players that are going to stay a little bit wider but can also shift in. And we're going to see Messi alone in the middle with time and space to pick out a pass or start dribbling. We saw a lot of times the wingers last season wouldn't track back and help defensively, leaving Barcelona exposed. But with the two holding mids, that basically means that when the team loses the ball, they have a line of potentially five if the holding mids retrieve and are stuck in between the center backs. And with their speed, as soon as Barcelona recovers the ball, they're able to attack. Coutinho also knows how to play with Suarez because of their time in Liverpool. I think Coutinho has evolved as a player since then, so he has more in his arsenal. He's smarter on the ball, he's smarter off the ball, and Suarez is a striker that doesn't necessarily need you to feed him every time. He can create those plays for himself, he can create plays for others, so I think that partnership will surely work. The only concern I have so far is what would Iniesta's role be with the addition of Coutinho. So like Coutinho, who's able to create just as much as Iniesta, doesn't have the magic that Iniesta has, but he's still a world-class player. I'm wondering just how much Iniesta is going to play down the stretch. The more Barcelona goes forward in the Champions League, they will require Iniesta, meaning that they do need him to be fit and playing at his best level. I want to see the balance between Iniesta and Coutinho. I want to see if Iniesta is still playing the big games. So if you guys have any other comments or questions or any of that nature, go ahead and follow me on MP Pair Sources. You can DM me. You can comment on any other post. You can also follow me on Twitter, also MP Pair Sources, Per Sources Go. And if you like the video, as always, like, share, and subscribe. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.